Well, we are here this session talking about band dynamics, and when you hear band dynamics, don't think do we build in the chorus and drop in the bridge. That's not the kind of band dynamics we're going for right now. That was yesterday. Today, we're talking about band dynamics as it pertains to soul level health, as it pertains to connectivity within your team, as it pertains to how what the leadership on stage and off stage mostly inspires and can encourage the LD and the sound guy and the leadership on stage and the band and the vocalists and what proper dispositions ought to be within all of those relationships. That's what we're talking about when we're in this session, talking about what it looks like to build one another up, because that is so vital. And it's interesting that I've been asked to speak about this because in a lot of ways I'm super not equipped for this. I'm the worst person I know. Let me give you a little bit of my story for every one of you who knows nothing about me. So I have not been a worship leader for years and years and years. I've led worship, to be sure. But my career for the past 12 years has been full-time touring, right? So I've been on the road, going state to state, country to country, doing shows, making records, being on tours, that whole thing. I've always been grounded at a local church, but I've never sort of dove all into church ministry, that full-time thing, until last year, February. So I'd been part-time at my church, slowly sort of coming off the road. And then last year in February, I took the plunge into full-time ministry. So I'm the worship director at my church on the south side of Dallas in Midlothian, Texas, a church called Stonegate Church. So I'm there as the worship director now and have been there for a year and a half, that sort of thing, full-time. And so in a lot of ways, I'm not equipped to be talking about this, but in a lot of ways I am, because jumping in full-time to church ministry, seeing the same team over and over at the church, that whole thing was just a massive punch in the face for me, right? I had a whole different grid for how to operate and view ministry and treat people and all of these things, some of which were appropriate for the setting, some of which were not appropriate for the setting. But I brought all of that baggage to the table when I showed up at Stonegate and just sort of jumped into leadership there. So a lot of what I'm sharing with you now is out of all of my just total utter failures and face plants, and what sort of things have come up for me as like this is the thing I wish I would have known as I jumped into things. So I'll be talking largely from a leadership perspective, what it looks like to lead a team, everything from leading the guys behind the board and all that to leading your band and vocalists. But I also wanted these guys to step here because I think that these are guys who are constantly in church ministry, on the stage, in bands and teams, those sorts of things, who I think are going to bring a lot of great insight from the player's perspective, from the vocalist perspective, from the team's perspective. So hopefully there will be some give and take up here with all that. So I feel like I'm really far in front of everybody. I kind of want to, nope, I'm stuck. I think they're videoing. What's up? Okay. But before we do that, we have polling. So I'm going to handle the polling this time. So the polling is going to be up on the screen, and you're going to want to text the word connect to 494949 in order to get into the pollville. I don't know exactly how that works. The questions will be on the screen, and then you will answer said questions. Is that how it's happening? Yes, from the back, from the cloud. Fantastic. I'm really excited about that. Oh no, that's me. That's my face. Okay.
Here we go.
Hey, okay. So overall, the question is, I feel my team is A, healthy with strong servant-hearted leadership relationships, B, doing okay, but there's room for improvement, or C, struggling with conflicts and or unhealthy communication. So be honest. God sees your heart. Yep. So it's looking largely like the consensus is, hey, largely there's like a okayness there, but definitely room for growth. I could totally resonate with that even in my own experience at my church. So I totally get that. We have another question, don't we? Are all the in? Yep. All right. Right now, I feel what? Here we go. A, connected and equally valued by my team. B, I'm on the team, but not as important or respected as others. C, and I'm not part of the team at all. Or D, holy smokes, I'm considering leaving the team. You might want to text silently if that's you, with your hand around the keyboard maybe. So A, connected, B, on the team, but not as respected or important feeling. C, man, I'm just not really plugged in at all. And D, I'm out. Okay, well, that's great. That's great to see. So largely, there is a sense of connectivity and value. That's awesome. Okay, and I think, was that the only questions, or was there one more? Last one, here we go. So in a short sentence, I wish my team knew what? So keep it to a handful of words, but if you wish your team knew one thing, it would be this. In a short sentence, what? Take a minute, type that out. How much I love it. Amen. How much I love and appreciate them. How to tell. That is an honest man right there. That guy donated the clock back there. How to play together. Yep. The importance of unity. That's good. Man, isn't that just so many of us, right? I just feel like that. Yeah. How much I appreciate them. Love that. My heart for worship. This is great. Let's get a few others. Awesome. Love it. It's really this is a really cool feature, by the way. I love that. There we go.
How to play
So do you want to know how to play
Is that a song?
It's Newsboys.
It's by Outcast.
Heart is more important than skill. Flexibility. Yep.
It's by Outcast. It's
Yep. Mm-hmm. Man, amen to that. That's great. Cool. Are we good there? Oh,
these will just keep rolling.
These are just going to scroll?
I think.
Okay. I'm going to jump in.
Heimlich. That was a great one to end on.
That took a turn there at the end.
That was such a great one to end on.
So, that's the guy who's thinking about leaving. Someone's just, a lot of people choking at his church, and I feel for you. We'll pray for you. Wow.
So silly.
That happened. Okay, well, I love getting to hear that feedback, and hopefully some of what we're going to share today is going to help sort some of that out for you guys. For me, I'm just always eager to just get good, like solid handlebars around like action steps forward. So hopefully this is going to feel like that. We're not going to get so into the weeds that it doesn't apply directly to you, but we're going to sort of talk a little bit on a higher level, and so hopefully it'll cover a lot of us in here.